Hello! Do I look really weird? I think the color is weird on this webcam experience here. Hello, it's been a long time. I know I look funny. Okay. Well, I haven't filmed in a long time because my program sucks. And I didn't know it, but it completely disappeared. And I just downloaded it again. So I still have the same Skippy program. Hopefully it's not too annoying. But the main reason is that after my last competition, what did I do? I ate and ate and ate and ate and continue to eat, and now I'm not lean anymore, to put it nicely. And it's really embarrassing, so I didn't want to film an update. But you know what? There are some YouTubers that I follow, and there was one lately that hadn't filmed in a very long time, and I was really kind of upset because I really liked following him. Run Steep, Get High, Jamil Curry. It's really fun to watch. He's an ultra runner and a race director and an athlete, and I really enjoyed watching him. It's very motivating, but he didn't film for a while, and he just updated a new video and kind of said he's back, but was very general about why he hadn't been filming, and then he just launched right in. Like, I was kind of hurt. I don't know if you know what I mean. So I was like, I don't want to be that way. So because when you watch someone, you kind of follow along in their lives, and then when there's a disconnect, you feel disconnected, and it kind of hurts your feelings, and so you want to connect back, but to pretend like you can't, to not have enough information to connect back, it's hard to reconnect. So the truth is, I put on a bunch of weight, and it's embarrassing. So here I am. I know I'm not the only one that goes through these weight issues, eating issues. Sorry, I was moving my camera to try not to look too ridiculous. I'll take off my sweatshirt. That'll help. My hair is really weird today. Everything's really weird today, but that's okay. I decided I need to get back on here and say hi. So the truth is, I've been really embarrassed and really upset at myself. But that doesn't help, because then I just keep eating. I also feel hopeless always about gaining weight, about losing weight again, that it won't happen, and then I eat more and it doesn't happen. So it's this whole self-perpetuating cycle, and it's really, really frustrating, humiliating, disappointing, depressing, all kinds of awful negative feelings. But you know what? A lot has gone on, and one of the things I recently did was go back to my counselor. Now, I used to have a telephone counselor, right? I talked to you about Candace Houston. She was kind of my life coach, figure counselor, telephone counselor, not really a mental health counselor, but a sports kind of athletic life coach counselor. And she ended up not doing the telephone counseling anymore, coaching, and that is really hard for us that have worked with her for a long time, years. I've worked with her for years, so I haven't been able to have her to help me out, which is a bummer. Although good for her. I mean, she decided she got married again, and so they went world traveling. I think they're world traveling, and good for her. But bad for me. So I really miss her, and I really miss talking to her. And I hope she reconnects one of these days and is open to having phone conversations again anyway. We really miss her that worked with her. So I've been trying to employ the techniques that she, helped me learn. And, what would Candace say? What would Candace do? What did she teach me? I know she'd be really proud of me for using the things that I've learned from her. And I also feel like she feels like I can do this myself. I really believe that she has full and complete belief in me. And so I know she'd be proud of me. So so I try to employ the things that I learned from her a little bit here and there. And but let's see, so I last competed last April, the end of April. I competed at the beginning of April, and I won first place in my age group in the 50s category, and it was so fantastic. And then I was really hungry, and I was off my diet, and then I had the Emerald Cup at the end of April. I got really super lean after my first show. I was super lean, and then I was super hungry, and then I was eating. But I looked the best ever. I looked fantastic. But then I went into the Emerald Cup starting eating again, so I didn't have great confidence, but I looked fantastic. I did end up getting last place, which sucks. Let's see, I think I was in my age group. But I really did look great. I looked the best I've ever looked. So the Emerald Cup is just a really hard show, and it's not a natural show, and I had started eating, so I wasn't as cut as I could have been, I guess. But then I was really hungry, and I just kept eating and eating and eating. The other thing is, I was doing well for a little while. I think I was running, I was working out. I really didn't take a break working out. And I think I was still feeling fit, but then my strength just completely tanked. Like after competition prep, I had nothing. Like my body was, I don't know, my muscle strength completely was gone. And then my endurance and stamina and fitness was completely gone. Like it took everything out of my fitness. Now that's kind of happened before, but not this dramatically and not for so long. So, competing has its consequences and drawbacks, and it really beats your body up. So, and now I'm 54 years old, and it beats my body up even more. And so I was really struggling. So it took me a long time, like months and months and months, to get some strength back. I decided to just, not fret too much and just build back my strength bit by bit and listen to my body. So in the gym, I just, had to start out lighter and try to build some strength and take time off, days of recovery when I felt I needed it. And I changed my workouts to not be so long. They were short. I ended up doing much shorter workouts, lower reps, cutting down cardio, which does not help with my fitness, but was really all my body felt like it could do. So what happened over months and months is that I did end up finally building back my strength. It took like May, June, July, August, September, October, I don't know, 6 months or more. to get back on track with my strength. And now I'm getting strong and it feels good. Like I have hit some PRs, personal bests with my squats and my chest press. So my strength is really good right now, but my fitness is really awful. And my cardio is awful. My stamina and endurance is awful, just bad. And one of the problems is I can't run because I ended up putting on at least 45 pounds very, 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 very quickly, which is really bad. That's, I'm forgiving myself. It's like, that's what I do. I eat too much. And, but I can't run because now I'm really heavy, and there's a huge difference between being light and being heavy. When you do it very quick, it's impossible. And on the other hand, last time I did this, I kept trying to run and I ended up injuring myself really badly, really badly. I pulled hamstrings, I got plantar fasciitis in both my feet. So I listened to my body more. I didn't push it. And I'm not injured, so that's wonderful. I just got to build my fitness back slowly, and I'm still working on it. It's nothing. I mean, I still can't run, but I need to be lighter. It's January 1st, I got all excited. I decided I was going to start dieting again, go way low carbs, do a keto kind of diet with very, very low carbs as possible, still vegan, lower fat, high protein, my bodybuilder kind of diet. And I was doing really good for a few days. And my body responded really quickly. I dropped a couple pounds in a couple days, and then I weighed myself, and then it was back. My weight was back up, and I was like, oh no. And then I tripped out mentally, and I started eating. I felt, oh, it's hopeless. But what was that? I was just got my period soon after that. So it's a lesson. Do not weigh yourself. Often. At all. Like, it's so sabotaging. So I shouldn't have weighed myself so often at the beginning. So anyway, ever since then I've been eating. And since I started out really low carbs, now I'm like grubbing carbs. So it's so frustrating, and that's the truth. And so it's been really embarrassing and frustrating, and I didn't want to really talk about it. But okay, September, so April is when I competed, May, June, July, August, September. My dad started getting really sick, and unfortunately at the end of September he ended up passing away. So my dad was 85 years old, maybe 86, and it came really quickly, which is a good thing. He was really sick, and he was more sick than we even knew, and he even knew. So it's a good thing when people, I think, pass away quickly, and don't suffer too long. He suffered enough with not feeling well. So anyway, he passed away at the end of September. And then there were all these family issues, like growing up issues. And I was feeling really stressed about family issues and growing up issues and estate issues, and I could go into that, but it's kind of more personal stuff in terms of my family. So I could go into it another time, but so I started to get really stressed out, and I wanted to deal with the stress of the estate squabbling stuff and the stuff that had come up after my dad passed away. In his later years, he was really critical, negative, and awful towards me. me. Oh, my coffee machine is done. And it really was not nice. And even on his deathbed, he couldn't be really loving toward his kids, which is really awful. A terrible way to live and a terrible way to die. He was a great guy, great man, great husband, well, not so great husband. He wasn't very nice to my mom, but he was intended to be a great husband. He was a great father. He was a great person. But we all have our flaws. And old school parenting is more like constructive criticism is how I grew up. And it's supposed to motivate you to do better, right? That was his parenting style and my mother. So that's not what people do anymore today. They don't do the constructive criticism parenting. People now do the loving, nurturing, sometimes a little over the top, but when you grow up with constructive criticism, it seems kind of weird to hear all that loving and nurturing, but it's good. I mean, so parents these days, new school parenting is more loving and nurturing and positive and encouraging, but they were old school parents. So there was issues for me about trying to feel good about myself. And so I went back to my therapist, my old therapist, my in-person therapist. And so I started to go to counseling again. And that helped. But it's annoying. It's annoying to have to talk about things I don't want to talk about. I want to move ahead in my life. I want to move forward. I don't want to look back anymore. I want to build. I want to create. I want to be a new person. I want to do wonderful things and exciting things in my life. And I don't want to keep looking back. But, it's kind of a looking back kind of therapist to work on things so that you can move forward. So we've been working on some things with EMDR. You ever heard of that? And it's to reprocess old traumas so that you can go forward and move past them and heal them. So we're doing that again, and I'm hoping it works. Otherwise, I really don't want to look backwards. But just talking about embarrassing things, like I've been talking about being fat and feeling fat and hating myself about it. And we talked about it last week, and that's like stuff I don't want to talk about. But once I talked about it, it helps. And so my therapist, he's said I was fat, and in the past I would have been mortified and cried, and I've done that in the past. I've cried, been embarrassed and shamed, but this time I was in my head I'm not fat, in the mirror I'm fat, but I'm not disgusting. I hope. I mean, maybe I am to some people, but the point is, I'm I'm not fat and horrible and disgusting. Yeah, bigger, so what? I'm still beautiful, and I'm strong, and I'm hopefully healthy. I need to get my blood work, but I hate doctors, and I hate needles, so gotta find out if I haven't screwed up some of my, I don't know, this whole not having any cardio is awful, and I don't want to. I hope I'm healthy. But anyway, it's fuck that. You know what? Fuck that. I'm not fat. I'm heavier than I want to be, and that's probably good for me, that's for sure. And I need to get fit and lean, but I'm beautiful, and I'm strong, and I'm not fat. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm fat, but I'm not fat. I'm fine. And that's a new place for me to be in my head. And I think I'm able to be that way because of the work that we're doing with EMDR. It's like, so that things are like, fuck that, who cares? That's the whole point of EMDR, to like get past stuff and be able to say, it doesn't bother me anymore. So we didn't do EMDR on that, but we were talking about it after EMDR on me comparing myself to others and feeling less than and hate and not okay. That's what we had just worked on. So I think it was a result of that. It's like, fuck that. I am just as okay as everybody else. And I'm not going to compare myself anymore. And I'm fine. And I'm strong. I am beautiful. And fuck that. So it's good. So we'll see. I mean, I want to compete again. I want to get lean. I want to get fit. That's the most important thing. Fit, healthy, strong, happy. But, whatever. Fuck that. So, I wanted to update you guys. Say hi. I am here. I think about you. I don't know if anybody watches, but it doesn't matter. I know other people struggle with this. I'm really proud of what I did accomplish. I'm really proud of my physique I attained and how well I did, and I'll figure it out somehow. I was hoping that I would stay lean this time. Like, that's my goal, to stay lean, stay fit, stay, cut and just looking awesome. That's my goal, to not have gained weight too much at all. And, that's my eventual goal, to be able to be in shape all year. But haven't figured that out yet. Got to work on it. Still off sugar. Still vegan. What else? I'm really excited about getting strength back. That's awesome. So I know I can also get my fitness back. I just got to work on it. And I still go out to run once a week now, Saturday mornings, like I always did. And I run a little, I walk. I run a little, I walk. I walk. I run a little, I walk. So I go with Muffin, and Muffin loves it, and I love going with Muffin, and it's a great thing to keep doing. So I'm going to keep doing that. And the whole key is to just keep doing it. And I take more days off during the week of the gym, because I don't know if it's being 54 or being out of shape, but it kicks my butt to push it at the gym. And so sometimes I just sleep and I don't go, and that's good. And I'm honoring my body, and I'm not injured, so that's good. I think those are good things, actually. Killing myself at the gym, I've done it. I've tortured myself that I should be doing it in the past. But working with Candace, she's like, no, that's not necessary. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like, no, it's not necessary to kill myself at the gym. It's important just to keep going, be strong, be healthy, be fit as possible, and keep my level of strength up is very important to me. And keep going, even if it's not as often. So anyway, I'm rambling. That's a little bit of an update. I'm going to keep coming back. Say hi below. Let me know you're still there. Hi. Sorry I haven't been around. I know you guys can relate. And other than that, I'm still processing my dad passing away, and now moving into this life transition, which I'm really excited about, which is being me and being proud of being me and not having that constructive parent criticism in my head, and freeing myself of that. Freeing myself for the first time and my family messages, and being me in a positive, wonderful way, and seeing where that goes, and opening myself up to new things and new adventures. And so I also this summer worked on minimalism and finally letting go of oh my crap. I've just had too much crap because I'm a saver, not a hoarder, but a saver. And I had 54 years of too much crap, and it was trapping me. And I felt that for years and years, and I just kept trying to organize and organize and organize and organize and organize, but organizing doesn't work. Gotta let things go. So I'll have to talk about that in another video. Ooh, we have lots of video ideas going. So letting things go, and I just started getting rid of finally, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items in my house. And it was really hard. It was really, really hard at times, and it was really easy at times, and it was really emotional at times, and it was really no problem at times, but it was a relief. And I did get rid of lots of stuff. I still have lots of stuff, but I have less stuff, and I'm still a little sad about less stuff because having stuff around feels secure and nurturing in a way, and self-supporting, and that I'm ready for anything, but I don't want to be trapped by my stuff. I want to be free to do new adventures, and we'll talk about that too. So I got rid of lots of stuff, which that's really exciting. I still have lots of stuff. I'm still working on that idea, getting rid of stuff. Let's see, my house, my work. Did I say? So anyway, Muffin, my dog, he's still great. And then spring is coming, so it's time to get outside too. So there's lots to talk about and lots to keep working on and fill you in on. So I'm excited. So thanks for watching, and I'm glad to be here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.